Alrighty, so this was our grammar objective for Monday. I can sort parts of speech. So we talked about nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and then we briefly went over the definition for each. Today we are not going to focus on all four of those. We're not going to focus on nouns and verbs specifically, although it does involve all four. So you need to know that a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. And then a verb is the action word in the sentence. The adverb modifies or tells more about the verb. Okay, so it can tell you how, when, where, or how often something is happening. So the kitten was sleeping, and how was the kitten sleeping, or the cat sleeping? It was quietly sleeping. So quietly is telling you how the cat is sleeping. Then an adjective tells you more about the noun. So if you want to say the orange cat, okay, the word orange is the adjective because it's modifying the noun. It's modifying the cat. Okay. So part 2 for our grammar this week, our objective for today's activity is I can choose between adverbs and adjectives. Okay, so again, an adverb tells you more about a verb, how, when, where, and how often. So there's our kitten. An adjective tells you more about a noun, the color, the size, how something feels, how something sounds, how something behaves, how a noun looks. So the orange cat, it's telling you about the cat. It's telling you that the cat is orange. Okay, so what is our noun? Cat. What is our adjective? Because what is our word that is modifying the cat? Orange. And what is our verb? Sleeping. And what is the adverb, the word that is modifying or telling you about the word sleeping? Quietly. Good. Okay, so today's activity is going to involve a sentence similar to something that you see up here, and this is the example that we used in our lesson previously, so I'm going to show you again using this. It's going to have a blank in it, okay? It's going to have it's going to have a sentence and then it's going to have a blank, and you're going to have to figure out which word goes into the blank, and it'll give you two options. So it's going to either give you one word, orangely, or orange. Okay, it's your job to pick which one fits up appropriately in the line. Okay, now you need to understand that when it's an adjective, when it's the word that is describing our noun, there is no ly. It's always just going to be the word without the ly. Then if we're looking for a word that's modifying a verb, you're going to use the ly. So here we're looking for the word that's modifying the noun. Therefore, the correct word is orange. Okay, and if it's this form of the sentence, if the blank is where in front of the verb, and if we're looking for the adverb, the word that's modifying the verb, what was the rule? The adverbs have ly at the end. So is it going to be quietly or quiet? Right, we're looking for the correct word is quietly. Okay, again, the word that modifies a verb, the adverb, usually ends with the ending ly. Okay, so the correct word that fits in that line is quietly. Okay, so if you are if you need to double check, and actually I'm telling you to double check your work, read back the sentence to yourself and make sure that it makes sense. An orange cat is quietly sleeping. And if you still don't hear it, then maybe read it again with the other word. An orange cat is quiet sleeping. Does that make sense? No. Remember, an adverb always ends with an ly. Okay, so let's look at this one. She walked down the street blank. And you have the options slow and slowly. Okay, so she walked down the street blank. So we got to look at the two words that are given, slow and slowly, and we're trying to figure out what are we using the word slow to modify, or what are we trying to say about which word is the word slow or slowly going to modify? Well, it's not going to modify street because the street isn't going to move slow, right? The word down isn't anything. She is the noun, but walked. We're describing how she walked. Okay, and walked is a verb. Good. So what do we say an adverb? Our adverb is going to end in ly. Good. So therefore, the correct term that goes in is slowly. Good. She walked down the street slowly. Again, double check. Double check that you put in the correct word by reading the other option. She walked down the street slow. While sometimes we have at-home language that we use, and that might sound correct, it is not the grammatically correct choice. Okay, our adverbs are going to end with our ly when we have to when we're modifying our verb. Now this one, the puppy is quite blank. The puppy is quite softly or soft. Well, what are we modifying? Are we talking more about the word quite, or are we trying to modify the puppy? Right, we're trying to modify the puppy, and the puppy is a verb or a noun? Good, a noun. Therefore, which one is it? The one without the ly, right? When we're modifying the noun, when we're using an adjective, it's just the regular word. So the puppy is quite soft. All right. So when we're using, when we need to find an adjective, when we need to find an adverb, when we're modifying the verb, we're using the ly word. If we're modifying the noun and we're using an adjective, it's not going to have an ly. All right, let's watch the video for our activity sheet. And I'm kind of going to repeat some of the things that we said, but here we go. This is our example. So today for our grammar lesson, open up our packets to Wednesday, April 29th. Then keep flipping until you get to this page titled I can choose between adverbs and adjectives. And as we just reviewed, adverbs modify or tell us more about the verbs, what is happening in the sentence, and adjectives tell us more about the noun, who in the sentence, okay, or some person, place, or thing in the sentence, okay. So today's activity is a little bit challenging. It's a little bit confusing at first, but then as you get the hang of it, hopefully it'll get easier. Okay, just remember that when you are using adverbs, when you're trying to figure out if the word is modifying what is happening in the sentence, it usually is going to end in the ly. Okay. So the directions for the activity say to color the word in each box that correctly completes each sentence. Now, here's the challenging part. That's not really a part of the directions. You need to understand the steps that you need to know in order to be able to complete the entire activity. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is read the sentence. Okay, so she ran down the stairs. So we know that there's a girl and she ran. She's going down and then the stairs. Okay, now we need to look at the word that we're filling in, because knowing what the word is and understanding what the word means is going to help largely for how we're going to know which word goes in the blank. Okay, so she ran down the stairs quick or quickly. Okay, so we need to look at the word quick or quickly. Well, if we're talking about quick or how fast she did something, we know that we're trying to modify the verb, how fast she's running. Okay, so she ran down the stairs, and running is a what? Verb or noun? It's a verb, right? Running or ran, that's a verb. So what did we just talk about for an adverb? Right, so when it's an adverb, the correct word that fills in the blank is going to end with ly, which means that this is the correct option. So I'm going to take my highlighter or my marker or color in quickly. Now, I didn't double check my work. I should have done that before I colored it in, because if I accidentally made the wrong choice, then I can't erase it, right? But no, you can fix it quickly, fix it easily if you really mess up. But
I'm going to double check now. So she ran down the stairs quickly. I chose quickly because quickly is telling me how she ran down the stairs. Okay, quickly doesn't modify or doesn't tell me about her. It doesn't tell me, she and quickly don't go together. Quickly goes, modifies or goes along with the word run. Okay, and then so on and so forth for all of your activities. I hope that I answered all of your questions for this activity in the video earlier in the video. If you need to review it, go back into the beginning of this video and rewatch it and pause it as much as you like. If you still are confused and still don't understand how to do it, please give me a call or ask your parents to call me so that I can help you navigate through this through this activity. All right, guys, get going.